gonna meet a friend. Folks around these parts get the time of day. From the Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe, here she comes. Hey Jim, you better get the ring. She's got a list of passengers that's pretty big, and they'll all want lifts to Brown's Hotel. There's lots of men been traveling for quite a spell, all the way from Philadelphia, on the Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe. From Philadelphia, on the Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe.
The years were around 1940s and the 1950s when steam and diesel were still running. Joe was the main passenger locomotive for the Super Chief and the Diegan. He loved pulling that train very much. He wouldn't be anywhere else on the Santa Fe Railroad. He was very happy at pulling the Santa Fe Super Chief. It was his dream job of pulling that train. Joe and the other F7 units love pulling the passenger trains. But the Santa Fe wasn't the only railroad pulling passengers and freight. The CB&Q and the BN pulling passengers and sometimes freight too. And the two railroads did a great job of pulling freight and passengers to help the Santa Fe grow running strong. Before the ATSF was formed, there was a controller named Mr.Travis. Mr.Travis treats his engines like his family. Mr.Travis had a job for Joe to do. Joe arrived at the yards. Mr.Travis had a job for Joe to do. "Good morning, sir," said Joe. "Good morning," said Mr.Travis. "Right now, I had a job for you. Does it involve passengers?" "No, silly. I had a job that is, not passengers." When Joe looked at the yard, he was very shocked. It was a long line of freight cars. "Sir," cried Joe, "you can't be serious. I'm an express engine. Express engines don't pull freight trains. It wouldn't be dignified." "I know, Joe, I know, but David has broken down and there are no other engines available. And the only engine who's available for pulling the freight train is you. I'm sorry, Joe. I know you don't like this, but can you please pull this train just once?" "No way. not pulling that freight train. Joe, I know you don't like pulling good. You don't want your dream job pulling the super chief away from you. You don't want that, right? No, sir, said Joe sadly. Good. Now go do your job and get this train delivered to Haley River. Austin will take it onward, alright? Alright, sir, said Joe, and he put away to get his freight train. Said the fakers. Chump? I'll show you, Chump. Joe reluctantly coupled up to the train and started heading to go to Haley River to meet with Austin. Well, let's get this job over with, said Joe, as he whirred out of the yards. Mr.Travis should know that I'm an express engine. At last, he had made it to Haley River. Right on time. I hate pulling freight trains. Right on time, Austin. Very nice work. What do you mean by that, Austin? You arrived right on schedule, Joe. I am really impressed. Well done, Joe. Thank you, Austin. So that means you're gonna be taking the rest of the freight train, right? Absolutely, said Austin. Besides, I think freight trains can give you a lot of extra time off from pulling passenger trains. It would relax your mind. How did you know about that? Well, I used to pull passengers too. Wait, you do? Yeah, I still pull them. Freight trains are kind of like the thing of relaxation. Calming down and taking things slow. I think that's what you're about to go through because all of that fame is about to get in your head. You really think that? Said Joe confusingly. Yeah. In fact, I'm very surprised that you didn't even complain or anything. You just did your job and continued it onwards. I am very proud of you. Thanks, Austin. You're welcome, Joe. So Austin puffed out of this hiding to let Joe drown. After Austin let Joe out of the way, he decided to take a rest for the return journey. A little while later, Austin coupled up to his train and headed to its destination onwards. I guess Austin is right, said Joe to himself. Maybe freight trains could relax my mind. I'm not gonna get the fame out of my head. I'm just a locomotive who's gonna be doing my job. And with that, Joe exited Blue Sky and returned back to the yard where Mr.Travis was waiting for him. Mr.Travis was in the yard when Joe arrived. You're here early, said Mr.Travis. Yes, sir, said Joe. Pulling freight trains did relax my mind. No, it's not a bad idea after all. I'm sorry I gave you a lot of grief earlier. It's alright, Joe. It's alright. I know you're just hesitant, Joe, but you're a locomotive who does its job. It doesn't matter what train you're pulling. It just matters of what locomotive you are, steam or diesel. Not what type of train it is. It's your status depending on whenever you're pulling passengers or freight or not. You're still a reliable locomotive to the adjacent Topeka and Santa Fe Railroad. And you are a really useful engine, Joe. I'm very proud of you, Joe. Thank you so much, sir, said Joe. Tomorrow, you're gonna pull the San Diego Express tomorrow. Thank you, sir, said Joe. Concludes the first episode.
Just left the yards, burning up the rails. A headlight gleams and the whistle screams, a lonesome sound in the whale. Hot loads rolling for the coast, we'll be there in 3 days on the Santa Fe all the way. Ride that Santa Fe all the way, shipping, traveling all the way. Santa Fe all the way from the Windy City to LA. Ride that Santa Fe all the way.